Hi there. Let me fix this. Hi there. Welcome to Air to Earth Tarot. I'm Ange, and I'm going to be doing our general readings for September for the signs of Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. So I've already meditated. It's extra buggy out here today, so if you see me light some sweetgrass, that's why. So I've already meditated on the cards. I pulled a pre-reading card for each sign to kind of anchor the reading. So I'll include that as I'm getting the messages for the read. I do 5 cards. The first card will be the anchor for the reading. The second and third card will give me the action or drama or what's going on in the month of September that you need to pay attention to. The fourth card will be advice from spirit, and the fifth card will be the outcome. And then I'll pull a couple of cards from the spirit animal deck to tie it all together. And I'll clarify as I am led to. So I hope you enjoy, and here we go. So first up is Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's shuffle. What do we have for Scorpio for the month of September 2020, Spirit? What do we have for the month of September 2020 for Scorpio? Scorpio, I feel like you're gaining momentum. You're figuring out your passions. You're figuring out what you like and what you don't like, which may sound simple, but we tend to ignore a lot of the more simple things in life, the things we just like and don't like, for other things that we deem more important. But I feel Scorpio is kind of rediscovering what they like and what they don't like and learning to move toward what they like. And you're gaining momentum in that endeavor. Really positive, fiery kind of energy I'm getting for Scorpio. Let's see. What do we have for Scorpio for the month of September 2020, Spirit, guides, angels, and ancestors? What do we have for Scorpio for the month of September 2020? To anchor the reading, we have the 9 of Wands. It did come out in reverse. What else, Spirit? What do we have for Scorpio for the month of September? So the cards are kind of like jumping all over the place. It's very jumpy. So I do feel like it's like a very fiery energy. It's like how do I describe it? Let me put this up here. It's very Aquarius-like. It's very like random almost. Like, I don't know. It's either that or you're in love, Scorpio. There's some Scorpios out there in love. I forgot to mention, if this is a general reading, so if it does not resonate, that's okay. If some resonates and some of it doesn't resonate, that's also okay. If it resonates, it's for you. If it doesn't resonate, doesn't make any sense at all, not for you, for someone else, okay? So please don't force yourself to try and make something resonate. So as I was saying, some of my Scorpios, thank you, Spirit. Some of my Scorpio, and look at you right at the bottom, death card, that's your energy. So some of my Scorpios may be in love. I'm getting like heart skipping a beat kind of energy, like just really fast paced kind of uppity energy. I don't know how to say it. I'm at a loss for words, which doesn't usually happen when I'm reading. So you may not be someone who really wants to talk about things right now. You're all about action right now. You're not really in the mood to talk too much. Maybe in the past you found that led you astray, led you to trouble, or there was too many opinions in your head and you couldn't quite find your own voice. And I do feel like you're picking up momentum towards this. You're finding your voice, you're finding your passion. And you're not going to let anybody steer you this way or that way. So maybe that's why the words aren't coming to me right now. Okay, so to anchor the reading, we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. This is you allowing yourself to be human, I'm getting. Allowing yourself to go through the motions of whatever the situation is. So in September, you're going to want to focus on your vision, what you're moving toward, you know. In your pre-read, you got the Knight of Wands, which is all about taking action towards the things that you like, the things you love, the things that make your heart skip a beat. So for some of you, that's a person. For others of you, it's work related, it's creative related, but you're figuring it all out for yourself. So you, Scorpio, you may have found that you have listened, you just have way too many people in your ear in the past, is what I'm getting. And you lost yourself, you lost your voice, and you're regaining it, and you're gaining a lot of momentum in September. So it looks like September is going to be a really great month to just focus, not talk so much, but do. Make sure you're doing in September, Scorpio. There's an inner fire that needs to either be lit, relit, or it needs to be fed, is what I'm getting. But it's too small. It needs to grow. There's so much more to you, Scorpio. So give yourself the time and the space to light that fire. So we'll see more about that. As far as the action, what's interesting? Just knocked my quartz off the table and cracked it a little bit. As soon as I said, as far as the action that's going on. So we'll see. We'll see if that makes any sense later. I'm sure it will. So we have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Six of Cups. So this is, for some of you, it's a past love. It's somebody returning from the past. And I don't like what I'm feeling. I don't like this energy. It's disruptive. So the Queen of Wands, when she's upright, she is attractive. She is very good with her words. She knows how to seduce. She knows how to get what she wants out of a situation. She knows how to be intuitive and read between the lines. She knows how to use her attractiveness to get what she wants. Doesn't really need anybody. She knows what action she needs to take. She knows when to act. She knows when to be quiet. She's very cunning in that way. In reverse, this energy can be someone who pops up when they need something. It can be a very selfish kind of energy. It could also be sexually kind of manipulative, is what I'm getting. So I don't know that I like this energy. It looks like for some of you, it's a past person. So you know this person, you know this energy, and they kind of pop up in September just to fuck with you, it looks like. I'm just going to call it like I see it. Just to fuck with you. So this person likes to push your buttons. This person likes to cause disharmony for their own, to feed their ego. Be careful of that, Scorpio. I don't know what that's about. So for some of you, this person was one of the major voices that kind of hid your voice. Like in some way, they caused you to not know where you stood with certain things that were important to you, but you prioritize this person's needs over your own, maybe, or maybe they were just manipulative in that way where you knew what you wanted to say to begin with, and then once you got into it with this person, they had you saying the complete opposite, or they had you on their side. It could be a male or a female, but it's a pretty manipulative, selfish kind of energy. So be careful of that in September. Advice from Spirit is the Hangman in reverse. That's what it looks like upright. Oh, and I'll give information on the decks I use in the description box below the video. So I don't want to spend too much time on that, but so advice from Spirit with the Hangman in reverse. This is action. This is, September is not the time to contemplate too much or be in planning mode. Either you've done the planning and it's time to act, or it's just time to act. I can't see which one it is. For some, it may be one thing for some of you and the other for others, but I do not think that this is the time to be wishy-washy or indecisive. And in the outcome, we have the Knight of Swords. This is speaking up. This is you finding your voice and bringing it outward. So it could be a creative project. It could be a conversation. It could be professing your love to someone. It's different things for different people, but speaking up. Knight of Swords is about speaking up. I'm also getting that it's not in the most, it's not going to be perfect. Whatever it is you're coming out about in September and finding your voice, it's not, the communication isn't going to be perfect. Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes you just got to get it off your chest and not worry about it being so polished. So let's clarify. Overall, I'm getting act. It's definitely not a time to be timid. Find your voice and use it in the month of September, Scorpio. So let's clarify. Let's clarify the cards on the table, please. Spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands in reverse, please. Why is the Nine of Wands here in reverse? You see that? Like that very like unpredictable kind of energy with the cards. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Fool. Speaking of unpredictable, we have the Fool clarifying the Nine of Wands in reverse. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the that Queen of Wands in reverse. The Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here, Spirit? Two cards came out. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun. Okay, I have something to say about that. Let's get the other cards on the table. The Hangman in reverse. Why is the Hangman here in reverse, Spirit? Why is the Hangman here in reverse? Why is the Hangman here in reverse, Spirit? And advice. Why is that? You see what these cards are doing? My goodness, I wish you could see. Well, you wanted to come out really bad. That's the Chariot. Yeah. Loud and clear. And we have the Knight of Swords in the outcome. Why is the Knight of Swords here, Spirit? Two cards came out. Knight of Swords came out again. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay. Three of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, okay, so the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Fool. As soon as I was talking about an unpredictable kind of energy, the Fool came out. So this is telling me that you are going all out in September. There's something you would be apprehensive about, or you've been apprehensive about lately, and in September you're just like, fuck it. I'm choosing a direction and I'm going for it. I'm going for it. And it feels good. Whatever you move toward, it feels good. And that could just be because you finally made a decision. This is something you've been like torn about or tormented about, some of you. And you're finally deciding like, this is the way I want to go. I'm not confused anymore. I'm not going to stay in that wishy-washy kind of energy of wondering what people might say or think. You're going for it, whatever it is. This energy here in the middle is very interesting, and I don't like it. It looks like a toxic relationship because we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles side by side in reverse, which this gives me two people who just don't work together practically. So maybe the sex was good. Maybe at some point it was also came out with the Sun card. But you see how this Sun card is the happiest deck of the happiest card in the deck, but this Sun card in particular speaks of a shadow side. It speaks to the dark side of happiness, or the things we need to overcome to actually be happy. So this tells me that in practicality, this relationship didn't work. Maybe in theory, maybe you like each other before you actually made commitments, but when it came to commitments and the earthly realm, which is like your living situation, maybe there are kids involved, your jobs, even how you are physically with each other, not necessarily sexually, but just physically around each other. Maybe you just didn't work in the same space. You couldn't work together. And so it looks like there was like a power struggle, and maybe this person, this Queen of Wands, is not a manipulative person, but that's what the relationship brought out of them. And so they become this very manipulative kind of energy, seductive though. So it's like a dangerous kind of, so I'm getting that maybe the sex was really good, or, you know, maybe there's a lot of attraction between you, but in practicality, it just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. So in September, this person, it looks like either may come back, or you may just have to deal with healing as this situation, as it pertains to this situation. So this, in the outcome, there's a speaking up. So maybe you need to call this person. Maybe you need to make amends. Maybe there's somebody you need to like tie up loose ends with. Maybe you need to speak your truth about what happened in a situation in September, and that's going to free you. In advice from Spirit, clarifying the Hangman in reverse, the Chariot, the exact opposite of Hangman energy. So this is a lack of patience. This is, like I said, fuck it, I'm going for it. This is, I know what direction I'm going in, and I'm going to align everything to make sure that I see this through finally. So this looks like unfinished business, Scorpio, in September. It's looking like unfinished business, and you're tying it up because your heart is your passion. So below your heart, your gut, you know, the thing that makes your heart sing, the thing that makes you want to be alive, the thing that makes life worthwhile, whatever those things are, you're learning to prioritize those things, Scorpio, and actually move toward them, not just identify them, but put an action plan together and move toward it. And maybe this energy, this relationship, this person, whatever's going on here, held you back for a really long time, and it's time to move out of that and move on. In the outcome, clarifying the Knight of the Knight of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords again, and the Three of Swords, both in reverse. I'll show you upright what it looks like. So this is a release of pain. This looks like a, what I call a come to Jesus conversation. This is like a just put everything out on the table, air out your grievances, air out what happened, air out your end of it. Like I said, it doesn't look like it's the most neat, polished conversation, but it does look necessary. It looks like it needs to be said. So have that conversation. Have it, and make sure that the focus is your passion, your goals, what you're moving toward. That's what I'm getting from the universe. Make sure that you focus, whatever this conversation is, whether you're planning it or someone pops up and you're all of a sudden in this conversation. The way you're going to keep the focus on what's important in the conversation is talking about what you're moving toward, not what happened in the past. Look ahead. Look ahead is what I'm getting, Scorpio. Interesting. It's very cool. Very cool. As far as energies, we do have Aquarius energy with the Fool card. We have Leo energy. We have Cancer energy. We have Taurus. Yeah. So those could be people, or it could just be the energy. But right now I see you in Aquarius energy, just like fuck it, like a little more impulsive than you've been in the past. And sometimes impulsive is good. Sometimes it gets us out of our heads. Let's have one card to tie this reading together. Thank you, Spirit. I got two cards. Okay. We have the Walrus. Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. And we have the Goose. Take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. So it looks like at the very end of September is when this Goose is going to come into play, this rest. So it looks like September is a really busy month for you. It could be in your internal space, or it could be actually putting physical action to your passions and kind of figuring all that out. It looks like you're going to have a really important conversation that may not go as smoothly as you would like. You may not be able to speak or express yourself as well as you would like, but it looks like it's ultimately going to be good. Just focus on your happiness, focus on what you're moving toward. Remain vigilant, pay attention to signs. Like I said, I don't necessarily like the energy behind whoever this is or whatever comes back around. It could be a past relationship because of the Six of Cups. A childlike love or something like that. There's an issue with practicality with this connection, actually making it work. So yeah, thank you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I will see you next time.